why do I volunteer? I wanted to gain exposure just to different types of people, and I find it really interesting to just meet people who have completely different stories and different walks of life. So it's definitely been rewarding in that sense.
Because there's no reason not to.
I just enjoy it. I think it's fun.
Because I want to give back.
To meet people. Some of the most interesting stories. Yeah.
Well, it started when we got a hamper for Christmas, and then we thought we'd pay it back and just come down here and volunteer, help out.
It's I've got kids, and they have never been able to see the real world. I think you get to see a little bit of it here. It gives you a good feeling. I wish we could do more, sort of thing. So it's a real eye-opener.
Because it gives me a different perspective on our society that I wouldn't have living at home, because I do live in a pretty small town.
I feel that my life has been blessed, and I feel that it's time to give back to the community.
Because I really want to help out the homeless of Calgary, and it's a great way. We really feel good about doing it, and we can do it over the lunch hour, so it's very easy for us.
I want to make a difference in someone's life.
I had someone stay here in my family, stayed here, and it's kind of payback, so I like to come here. Kind of saved his life, kind of thing. Yeah.
Awesome.
What has it changed me? I think it's made me more hopeful. There's been just so many really cool people and all the stories, meeting some of the staff and just kind of seeing the environment, especially seeing people help each other out. It's been very encouraging.
It keeps me grounded. I live in a bubble. I live a pretty privileged life, and to come down here to see that life's about a fine balance, it keeps me grounded.
I became a more compassionate person.
It's opened my eyes to reasons for homelessness. Yeah, educated me in that sense.
Well, it gives me a different perspective of what's out there from what you normally don't see.
Yeah. It's made me learn not to take things for granted and to accept the things I have because other people have less than that.
It just makes me realize how lucky I am in some ways, and just sort of makes me appreciate what I have.
Oh, it's made me look at the world a lot differently, and made me look at myself differently. Yeah.
It's made me realize that no matter where a person lives or what they do, that we're all the same, and we should be treated the same.
Well, I think that you kind of see people out on the street and whatever, you might think about them a little bit differently because there's just a lot of an awareness that has been built up over time by volunteering here. We've done our group has done some tours and you see, the full range of, what is offered here in different programs and stuff. So and you see, it's neat to see other people that, now volunteer, but they used to be in a situation with a lot of the same situation a lot of people here are in, so they've improved their life. And so it's nice to be part of something like that.
It has made me gain a sense of humor. Can I say that? It's made me pretty. It's made me more sensitive, definitely, to different types of interactions with people who are just coming from way different circumstances than I do, and yeah, just finding the humor with them, especially, it's really interesting that way.
It hasn't. I was old enough when I started. I was pretty well cemented in. I'm not young anymore.
Okay, and last question. Describe the DI in one word.
Hope.
Welcoming. Educational.
Dynamic.
Interesting.
Eventful.
Giving.
Exciting.
Damn good place to be. Seriously.
Passion.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I think it's awesome.
One word. That's a tough one. I guess support comes to mind.
Exciting.
One word. Well, hope would definitely be in there. Inspiring, thoughtful maybe.
Awesome.
Perfect, thank you very much.
It's a wonderful home away from home, and they can't find a better place. I think it's great that this is provided for them. One word. Well said.
Look at the camera and say, "We heart our volunteers."
We what?
Heart our volunteers.
We heart our volunteers.
I heart my volunteers.
No, we heart our volunteers.
We heart our volunteers.
That's a good question.
Okay. We heart our volunteers.
We heart our volunteers.
We heart our volunteers.
One more time. We heart our
We
volunteers.
heart our volunteers.
We heart our volunteers.
And then just say, "We heart our volunteers."
That's the worst heart I've ever seen.
I want to see this heart. 20.
Okay, now say it. We heart our say it. We heart our volunteers.
I know it.
Just say it.
We heart our DI volunteers. Yes!
We heart our volunteers.
We heart our volunteers.
We heart our volunteers.
And we heart our volunteers. Awesome.
We heart our volunteers.
We heart our volunteers.
We heart our volunteers. We heart our volunteers.
We heart our volunteers.
That doesn't look like a heart.
No? Okay, how's that? No?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, yeah. We heart our volunteers.
We heart our volunteers.
We heart our volunteers.
We heart our volunteers. We love our volunteers. Thank you for all the work you do.
We heart our volunteers.
Okay.
We heart our volunteers. Thank you.